What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I gotta cover Boo Boo Andrade, his victory over Walter Kotondokwa. Okay, that was a pretty good fight. I know he was focusing on another fighter, so it's kind of hard to prepare for a guy that you don't know anything about. Walter Kotondokwa, he was a knockout artist. He was like 17-0, I think, with 14 KOs coming into the ring. I think that he was a good last-minute replacement for Billy Joe because of, the mess that Billy Joe is in right now because of that incident. But it was a pretty good fight. I noticed that Boo Boo was he really commits to his punches, and he's quick and he's slick, but I think he has balance problems because I notice him in certain fights. I know he's tall and rangy and he has quick hands, but I think his feet are faster than his hands sometimes. And I think a lot of times when he punches, a lot of this fight, it went 12 rounds, and I noticed he did a lot of wobbling around in there, and it really wasn't really a balanced attack. You know what I mean? Like, he threw a lot of punches. He was off balance. So it kind of reminds me of Prince Hassim Ahmed a lot of times when he would swing and then he would be off balance because of what angle he was throwing the punches from. As far as Kotondokwa really, I don't think he was ready for the caliber of Boo Boo Andrade. Because Andrade is like a guy that he's hungry. He's like a cage beast. A little bit of ring rust in there from Andrade, but overall he did a good performance. It looked like he was eager to perform. You could see that. You know what I mean? With the combinations, and I was watching that fight, and I was looking back at that fight, and I noticed he lost to guys, because he never lost as a professional, and he lost to guys like Edislandi Lara. That guy, like Andrade, however you want to pronounce it, he would have to go through Andrade to get anywhere near Canelo at all. And then Lara is a Al Heyman fighter, so we really don't know how good he would do anyway. But I was just thinking on how Boo Boo would go up against the American Dream, because like two slick southpaws, and I noticed Andrade is really aggressive. So, and what would it have been like if Billy Joe was in there? So I think there's a reckoning with that, with these two guys, and it was one of those fights that you were eager to see because that was like the first of the DAZN, one of the, this is the second DAZN card, and and then you had two dedicated undefeated fighters, one former champion versus the current champion. Now it's the current champion and ex-champion, Billy Joe. But yeah, I think Andrade, he deserves a shot. I think what's going to happen, me personally, I think Canelo is not going to fight Danny Jacobs right now. I think what's going to happen, Danny Jacobs and Andrade is going to end up fighting before Canelo. And whoever wins out of that fight will get the Canelo fight, which more than likely will be Danny Jacobs. But I don't know. There's no guarantee that Danny Jacobs will beat Andrade, because Andrade is a slick guy, and the styles, they're both quick, fast, hard hitters. I would give the power to Jacobs. So if moving forward from Andrade, I think Andrade should want to, of course everyone's targeting Canelo because they're on the same platform, and I can understand him calling out Canelo, but he's been calling out Canelo since 154. So this is not really any big difference and big change. It's just a different weight class, but it's like now they're closer business-wise because they're on the same platform. They're on the same ship. And it's really between those two promoters, Hearn and De La Hoya, getting together to make that fight. If De La Hoya feels comfortable enough in Canelo to make that particular fight after the Rocky fight there, of course. So, but no, Boo Boo Andrade, he always looked good. I just seen he has balance problems. Um, and if he has balance problems like that, you don't want him, somebody could catch him off guard and he could be dropped easily. You know what I mean? Because he does commit to punches. He missed a body punch once and almost spun himself around. Kind of remind me of Wilder in there sometimes. I don't want to offend Andrade because he does have beautiful boxing fundamentals, being a slick southpaw, but he is off balance a lot. He could work on that. But other than that, he's tall, he's rangy, he's dangerous, he's slick, he's fast. He has a good personality, and it was an entertaining fight. I would like to see him get Kotondokwa out of there, get old Walter out of there. But Walter was strong. He was a strong guy. He recuperated and he fought to the end. So you got to take your hat off to him. And Hearn is actually considering bringing him back for another fight. So that's big. So it's an opportunity for him to make some more money on that platform, which is a blessing. It's cool, man. But no, I would give Andrade a B plus definitely, in his performance. And you guys tell me what you think about Boo Boo Andrade. Okay. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.